I don't want to do this video. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Matt. It is 10:21 Eastern Standard Time, and I am doing a video rebutting my initial Kotkaniemi video. Yeah, I don't want to do this, okay? Because for me, the subject is dead, but just going through some of the comments and seeing how that video was received, I just need to say something here, okay? And I might be, asking for trouble. That's fine. I just need to put my voice out there. And plus, it's been a while since I've made a video. But first, before I get into the Kotkaniemi stuff, this Friday, whatever the date is, there is going to be an ultimate 2019-2020 Montreal Canadiens season preview. It's a collab between me, Talking Habs, and Scotty2 Hockey. Two excellent YouTubers. We're all Canadiens fans. We all want to see them succeed. And this is going to be a season preview. We're going to be talking about everything, guys. Predictions. Are they going to make the playoffs? Are they going to make the Stanley Cup? Which players do we expect to excel? Which players do we expect to not excel? That type of shit. Which players do we expect to make the team? So join us Friday. I'm yet to determine the time. I'm yet to determine whether it's live or not. But there's going to be a season preview, so join us. Now, to today's main topic, and that is Kotkaniemi. So if you guys are new on this video or new to the channel, I made a Kotkaniemi video, and I think I called it why I believe Kotkaniemi is overrated. And looking back at that video, I'm going to apologize for one thing and one thing only. And that what I'm about to apologize for is that I feel like it was overall pretty negative. There was kind of a negative environment to the whole video. And I didn't mean to come off as negative. In fact, I don't know what your guys' definition of a prospect, but mine is someone who's below the age of 23. There's no dictionary, so there's no dictionary definition. So mine is someone who's below the age of 23. If you look at the prospects of the Canadiens right now, I put Kotkaniemi number 2, right below Cole Caulfield, who I'm super high on Cole Caulfield. But someone listening to my video, the one I posted last week, I believe, someone listening to that could listen and say, this guy hates Kotkaniemi. No, I don't hate Kotkaniemi. In fact, I love him, and he plays on the Canadiens, and I love the Canadiens. But I'll tell you what I do hate, and I hate one thing, and that is overhyping. And the reason why I hate it, and I'm a victim of it, I overhype sometimes, probably more than other people. The reason why I hate it so much is because when I overhype someone and that doesn't come true, it hurts. It hurts extra super bad than if I were to not overhype him. So I've learned over time to kind of be cautious, especially when facing new players on the team. I'm kind of cautious. I know some players have a lot of talent, but I'm just not willing to call them a superstar yet. And I know that my video may have come off as negative, but that is what I was trying to say, okay? And then I went on to say, I'm kind of summarizing the video here, and I'm going to get into the rebuttal aspect. But what I wanted to say is that I like Kotkaniemi. I just don't see him having the skill set of someone who's a superstar in this league. And for me, someone who's a superstar, again, no dictionary definition, is someone who can put up over a point per game, play an excellent two-way if you're a center. That type of player. Someone who can really shoulder a team. And when I looked at his skill set, I don't think, again, too early, I didn't think he would be able to do that. Now, I realized at that point, and pretty much the whole video itself, is pretty much a moot point. Because we're dealing with young players. We don't know where the development may lead him. I might be right, or you guys in the comments might be right. In the end, only time will tell. So that's why, I made the video. I'm happy I made it, I never regret any videos. I'm Matt, okay? I'm happy I made it. But in the end, only time will tell where this player will go. I think I just made the video because a lot of people are comparing him to Pedersen, and a lot of people do compare him to Barkov. And again, look, as a fan base, we overhype a lot. And do you know why we do that? Because we want to see our team win. We're all Canadiens fans. We bleed blue, blanc, rouge, whatever the hell it is. I don't speak Italian. We bleed Montreal Canadiens. We want to see them succeed. So it's normal when a player comes and he's ranked, he was drafted really high. It's normal that we overhype him. Okay? I just thought that it's my job to bring everyone down to earth. And I'm going to go into that a little bit in this video. And hopefully I can give you guys a new outlook on this whole Kotkaniemi situation. Or you guys can still disagree. But one thing I will say is that in life, you guys are going to hear stuff that you don't agree with. Okay? You're going to hear stuff that you don't agree with it. And you can either disagree or you can agree. But the thing is, if you disagree, tell me why. Okay? Let's have a discussion. And I'd like to congratulate you. I got the best fans. A lot of you commented. You brought up some good points. And we're going to go over it. But I just wanted to say for the other people, perhaps people that are new to this, to my channel, you're going to face stuff in life that you don't agree with. You're going to hear stuff from people that you don't necessarily like. Day in and day out, you're going to hear stuff that you don't like. But we have to accept that it's other people's opinion, and we have to respect their opinion. And I'm going to give you guys a few examples of that. When I was in high school, I was on the soccer team, okay? And sometimes we would travel like 3 hours and 4 hours. So that's 8 hours back and forth. We would travel that long, and I wouldn't even play. I'll never forget, there's a game, I went on a shift, 30 seconds later, my coach called me back to the bench because I sucked so much. He said, Matt, you know, it sucks you have to travel this much. It sucks that you're wasting 8 hours of your life, but you can't play soccer. So I'm keeping you on the bench. Did I like to hear that news? Did it thrill me? Absolutely not. But it's his opinion in the end of the day, and I respected it. How about another example here? Okay? A few years ago, I had a horrible pain in my tailbone. True story. My tailbone was aching. I went to the doctor, and they found that my tailbone was sticking out too much. And the terminology the doctor used was that I'm less evolved. Less evolved. These Quebec doctors. Because apparently we evolved from monkeys or some shit. And when we became humans, our tailbone kind of retracted because we don't need a tail anymore. And since mine was sticking out still, the doctor said I was less evolved. Did I like hearing that? Absolutely not. But it's the girl's opinion. Hey, in the end, I respected it. Okay, last example because I set up the image. When I was a baby, for 3 weeks after my birth, they didn't know whether I was a girl or a boy because my penis was so small. My dad told me this. They didn't know whether I was a boy with a micropenis or a girl with an outie. Did I like hearing that news? Absolutely not. I don't like it when people say I have a small schmeckle, but in the end, I respect their opinion. And then I discussed. You know, I went into it. I said, what makes you say that? And we had a discussion, me and my dad. So those are examples of news in life that we hear that we don't necessarily like or agree with. But we take an approach that, okay, let me hear your opinion. So enough of that stuff. Let's get to hockey. Why don't we? And as I alluded to, there was a lot of great discussion in the comments, okay? Just some absolutely great discussion. And some comments were great. And I'm going to bring them up here on the channel. And sorry if you guys don't like attentions. Sorry if I singled you guys out. I don't want to disturb you guys or anything. I like your points. And I want to bring them up. And I want to have a discussion. And the first really good, like seriously guys, really intelligent comment comes from Galactic Underwear. He says, dude, you high? Well, first of all, Galactic Underwear. Your name is Galactic Underwear. You're calling me high? And what are Galactic Underwear anyway? Well, how is it different from normal underwear? Does it protect you from skid marks? Because if so, I want some. No, Galactic Underwear, I had a discussion with him on another video. He's actually, we figured this out. We're both diehard Canadiens fans. And he's busting balls. That's fine. I busted his balls. We went through a back and forth. It's all good. Right, Galactic Underwear? How about we move on to other comments in this video? This one comes from Robert Legault. He says, "Who knows, you may be right. We tend to overrate our prospects, and I too wanted to see him in Finland, considering he was so young. This year will be telling how he will turn out. I can see fans starting to put pressure for him to produce." And that's, again, a good point, and I said it. We won't know for a couple of years, but we will see if sending him or playing him directly with the Canadiens was the good choice, or if sending him down to Finland was the better choice. We're going to see that in the upcoming years. Again, I was one of those that, and it's not just for Kotkaniemi, it's for every player. If you look at the Detroit Red Wings system, the Detroit Red Wings rarely bring up players right away with the big team. They'll have them play in junior. They'll have them play with the AHL. They'll season them properly. And I don't mean to, to direct it to Kotkaniemi specifically. I meant it as a general with prospects. I like to see them do their due diligence with the AHL team, following that Red Wings model. Okay? So automatically, forget the skill set. I see a rookie. I want to see him play with the AHL. You guys might disagree with me, but I'm just going off teams that have succeeded in the past. Apart from the Canadiens, the Detroit Red Wings are one of the biggest dynasties in hockey. And they just have this unwritten rule: we draft you, you're going down no matter what. Just look at Franklin Zadina, or Franklin, what's his first name? Zadina. Philip Zadina. Philip Zadina, he was a high draft pick for the Detroit Red Wings, and he had great skill. In my opinion, he had top 5 skill in the whole draft. Did they rush him? No. Did they rush him? No. They decided to play him. They said go back to junior, go back to the AHL, and they played him there instead. Now, people listening to this video, they might say, well, Kotkaniemi is a different player. Kotkaniemi showed the temperament of playing in the AHL. Kotkaniemi is a pro at 18. And you know what I say to them? You might be right. Who knows? Only the future will tell. The way it stands right now, I'm not a fan of it. But if the future goes on and he does develop to be a quote-unquote superstar, or even if it like a tier below that, okay? So like a Sean Couturier is what I brought up in the other video. I will eat my words. I will do anything. Type in the comments what punishment you want me to do. I'll do it. You guys want me to shave my eyebrows? I'll shave my eyebrows. It might take an hour or so, but I'll get them shaved. Okay, why don't we move on to another great comment? And this is by Sports Kings. Kotka had just as many points as Tkachuk, playing on the 3rd and 4th line all year, while Tkachuk was playing on the 1st and 2nd line. I know Tkachuk missed 10 games, but still. Now, I know overall what Sports King was trying to say, but that's not true, by the way. I'm looking at Tkachuk's DB right now. He played 71 games. He got 45 points. Kotkaniemi played 79 games, 8 games more, and he got 34 points. So Tkachuk played 8 games less, but had over 10 more points. But forget about that. But I brought it up because a lot of people were commenting that, saying he got equal points to Tkachuk. No, Tkachuk got more points. Pure and simple. That's not subjective. That's objective, black and white. Okay? But I see what's the point. The point is that us in Montreal, I'm making a big deal. No one's saying that about Tkachuk. I see the point. And it's a fair comparison. Tkachuk is older. He missed the prior draft by a couple of days. We'll see in a year where Kotkaniemi is. I definitely prefer Kotkaniemi over Tkachuk. I think that was a better pick. Because I don't see Tkachuk's potential being as high as Kotkaniemi's potential. Next comment, and I kind of grouped these together. They're by Spoolie and you already know. And that is, this is something to discuss in 2 years minimum. Judging a player this young is not possible when he was the firstborn player after 2000 to make it to the NHL. Just turned 19 last month. when it is in his early 20s revisit the topic. KK is currently not a superstar, but there are no signs of him not becoming one. So kind of on the theme of only time will tell. I've been over it ad nauseum in this video, but it's true. Only time will tell about Kotkaniemi. And like I said for the Druin video, you know who's going to be his biggest cheerleader? This guy. Who has two thumbs is going to cheer Kotkaniemi all year long? This guy. I want to see him succeed. Okay? And the thing about Kotkaniemi that's so hard is that when I project players, and I'm no GM, I'm no scout, I'm an overweight, half Syrian, half Canadian person eating Doritos on a couch, playing NHL, watching hockey. When I look at his projection, he's too good to be a second liner, but I don't think he's going to be an elite, like Austin Matthews level first liner or John Tavares or that ilk. So he's kind of like in that weird matrix in between. And that's why it's so hard to project Kotkaniemi. Okay? I'm just saying there's no guarantee either way. And I see a lot of comparisons to Barkov. And if it happens, great. I will be over the moon. But I'm just tempering your guys' expectation in case it doesn't happen. Because whether you think he's the greatest player, he's going to be a really good player, whether you think that or not, there is a possibility that it might go wrong. Okay? It might be a big possibility, it might be a little possibility. But there is a possibility that he might play the rest of the year, the rest of his career as a second liner. Maybe a third liner. We don't know. We don't know how this kid is going to develop. And I just want to temper expectation. So if, and God forbid, he goes down the route of the Latendresse, of the Lapierres, of the Galchenyuks, we're not going to be devastated. Okay? Next comment. Great comment, guys. I got a great fan base. Y'all already know says, another comment by y'all already know. I guess I don't already know. Sorry, Matt. But just playing at an NHL caliber at 18 is superstar potential, especially when he's had as much points per 60 minutes as Svechnikov and Tkachuk. Barkov is a nice comparison. He literally had the same rookie season. And that's true. But if we're comparing, I can name a lot of players who had the same points as Kotkaniemi their rookie season and didn't end up becoming Barkov. Okay? But I think I made this video because I felt like I needed to defend myself a little bit. I think I may have made it a little bit worse. I put alcohol on that wound, But if I were to conclude this video, and I'm going to reiterate a lot of what I've said before, I'm just going to summarize it in a little paragraph in case you guys haven't listened, okay? But if I were to reiterate it, I want no one to succeed as much as Kotkaniemi. I want no other team to win except the Montreal Canadiens. And by the way, I own many team jerseys just because I like jerseys. I like the art of it. And I hate it when I have to go to a coffee shop or something and I have an Oilers jersey and they say, "Oh, so you're an Oilers fan." And I have to be like, "Oh, no, I'm a Canadiens fan. I don't care about the Oilers. I only care about one team, the Canadiens." And that's the truth. I care about one team, the Canadiens. And I want to see them succeed. I want to see them win Stanley Cups the next billion years. Okay? And I think with the prospects they have, with the moves Bergevin has made, I think they've made several steps in the right direction. I think that drafting Kotkaniemi is a step in the right direction. So I established that I want the team to win. When we over-project players, when we overhype players, it's not doing them a service. First of all, you're putting pressure on them. Second of all, we're raising our expectations, which might not come true. So kind of approach it from a conservative, or don't. Look, I don't want to tell you guys what to do. That's the last thing I want to do. I kind of approach it from a conservative type of view. Okay? I've always been more of a what have you done for me lately type of guy. If Kotkaniemi is going to become a superstar, he needs to prove it to me, first and foremost. I want to see him go in this season. I want to see him to have a good, solid sophomore season, 55 points. Something like that, 50 to 55, maybe even 60 points. See a steady progression. Okay? Because I want to see him succeed. I love the guy. Since day one, he got drafted. He had that goofy haircut. I love the guy. I love him. Heck, I want to get his jersey. Heck, you know what? Once I get to 1,000 subscribers, I'm doing a raffle for a Kotkaniemi jersey. I'm going to do a giveaway. I like the player, but I never, ever like overhyping someone to the level that Kotkaniemi's been overhyped, because I've heard him being compared to Legault. And, I have heard that. And Legault, that's like really, really high. Can he get there? Absolutely. Will he get there? I don't know. Is there a possibility he doesn't get there? Yes, there is. Nothing is absolute in this world. And if it's a small probability he can't get there, it's still a probability. And we can't deny it as fans. So let's go out there. Let's cheer our team. I promise you guys, every single video, every single game that comes out, I'm going to make a video about it, reviewing it. I'm a fucking Canadiens cheerleader. I'm probably the ugliest cheerleader in the history of cheerleaders. Hey, but I'm a cheerleader. I'm going to cheer them. I'm going to make a review. And I'm going to be cheering for Kotkaniemi. Because rather than saying that he's going to become a superstar, I'm going to see him become a superstar. Please like and subscribe to my channel. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope I didn't dig another grave. I think it was okay, to be honest. I hope I pressed the record button. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please comment and let's have a civil discourse. If you're going to press the dislike button, don't do it because I have a different opinion. At the very least, don't press any like or dislike and type in the comments why you disagree. Okay? I'd love to hear you. I love to hear the other side. I love political debates. I love debates in general. I love hockey debates. Let's have civil discourse. And please make sure to follow the Sin Bin. Again, this Friday, season preview, Montreal Canadiens. But in the meantime, my name is Matt. Signing off.